Good afternoon and welcome to the West Ham Daily. We promised we're going to bring you a show. God knows if anybody's watching, but you know what? We'll go on anyway. We're about an hour late. We did say that we might be a bit late, but there you go. My apologies. But we'll try and give you an afternoon sort of show every day of the week, apart from the weekends. And the first one, of course, is going to be the topic of the past sort of couple of weeks or so, and that's whether Jesse Lingard is going to sign for West Ham United or is going to go back to Man United at the end of this season. There's been an awful lot of speculation. We all know what Lingard has done for West Ham since he's joined. 5 goals, 3 assists, great return for a player that was meant to be out of form or wasn't actually playing, was he, for quite some time at Man United? Wasn't the flavour of choice. We all know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer favours Bruno Fernandes, for example, Pogba, and quite a few other players in that midfield berth. And so it looked like Lingard's time wasn't just going to happen at Man United, and he needed a breath of fresh air. Up popped West Ham in the January transfer window. We got him on a loan signing for, what was it, about £1.5 million, something like that. And what it's done with the player is it's actually brought him back to life. He's scoring goals for fun. He's making assists. He's been called back to the England squad. And all of a sudden, there's massive speculation that Man United are going to offer him a new 3-year contract. Well, we kind of know why that's going to happen, don't we? It's an awful lot of agent talk. It's probably inside the Man United as well, trying to sort of build his price up, I guess. But Lingard has stated, he's expressed how happy he is at West Ham United. It's a new lease of life for him. He's settled in really well, really quickly, and there's an awful lot of sign from the player himself that he's going to stay at West Ham. He wants to stay at West Ham, and I think that the speculation is, of course, it worries fans when they hear about Man United readying a 3-year extended contract. But why would Lingard want to stay there? He's been second choice all season there at Man United. He's been as I said, Bruno Fernandes has been preferred over him for most of the season. And even when Fernandes hasn't been playing, there's been other players that have come in the cup games, etc. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he's kind of made his mind up already about the player. I think what they're going to do with all this speculation about offering him a 3-year contract is to actually up his price. So I think I think the player is coming. I think Lingard will come to West Ham United. I think there's every opportunity for him to really forge his career here. At the beginning of the season, who would have thought that Lingard, after a 2-year hiatus, would have gone back into the England squad? He played in the first game during the week last week, man of the match. I know he only got a cameo role in the game against Albania at the weekend, but I think he's going to be ready to play against Poland. I can see him starting in that game, probably with Declan as well in that starting lineup. So I think Lingard is going to look at that. We all know about the issues that he's had at Man United, in Manchester at Man United, the family issues, the mental health issues, etc. And he's looking at West Ham United and thinking, there's a new lease of life here. What would I do? Would I sign a 3-year extension at Man United and probably sit on the bench for most of the season? Or will I be top dog at West Ham United, knowing that every time I'm fit, I'll be a starter rather than having to be a bench player? So he'll probably think about that quite carefully and think, well, I'm top dog. I've settled in really well at West Ham United. I start every game. The manager respects me. The manager knows what I'm capable of doing. And so why go anywhere else? So I think with what he's done so far at West Ham United, the games he's played, 5 goals, 3 assists. Let's not forget 2 penalties as well. Didn't have a penalty until a Man United player turned up at West Ham. I think he's going to turn around and think really carefully that his time has come. 28 years of age. He can give us 3 good years. Up to the age of 30, 31. If he wants to prolong his career, he then goes off abroad and plays for, I don't know, a Spanish team, an Italian team, or whatever. But he could have 3 good Premier League years being top dog. So my feeling is that despite all the rumor that's coming out that he's going to there's a 3-year deal on the table. I think that's Man United playing hardball. Man United are looking at that and going, how are we going to get the most money out of Lingard? There's talk about a 15 million, 20 million pound transfer fee. I think that's what Man U are going to ask for. I think it's going to be 15 million to come to West Ham. I think they're going to ask for an additional 5 million in bonuses in some, if we reach Europe again, if we win a cup or whatever. So what do you guys think? There's a few of you online, and thank you for joining me. So let's have a look. Alens, hello, mate. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon, Russ. Mate, nice one. Yes, I know. Patrick, finally on live. Morning. Oh, morning. Where are you, mate? For it to be morning, it's late afternoon here. We did say in our announcement on Sunday night that we'll be on at 1 o'clock, but I did say ish. So forgive me for coming on a bit late. Mark Alexandra, I'm here. Lucky, lucky me indeed. Forged Irons, hello lads. I hope you're well. Gatesy, thank you, mate. Thanks for joining. Sean, hello, mate. Good afternoon. Mark Alexandra, hello, everyone. Fo, mate, how are you? Thanks for joining as well. Stu is on as well. Oh, wow, it's wonderful. You are a lot of familiar faces, and I'm very glad you're joining. What do you think of Lingard? I know it's not the topic of the day. I've been looking for stories today, and I couldn't quite work out. The only top story of the day was everyone taking the piss out of when the England game, when Declan didn't have a high five given to him. Was that really a story? So I thought, well, look, it's the flavour of the moment. The whole Lingard thing. Toby, hello, mate. I hope you're well. The whole Lingard thing would be probably the most topical thing at the moment. Sean, definitely agent talk. I think so too. They're trying to up the price. The man, the myth, the legend, the late one, Stell. James, hello, mate. Thanks for joining as well. Mark, Lingard and Rice need to work on Mount to join us. You know what? Mount looked good, didn't he, in the England game? Quite enjoyed watching him playing in that role. Will he start over Declan? I don't think so. Mount and Declan in the middle, Lingard a bit further forward, maybe. Adam, hello, mate. I hope you're well. Sean, he's going to be and is loved by West Ham. Already, imagine that. When Declan was coming, there was an awful lot of us that were going. Sorry, Declan. When Lingard was coming, there's an awful lot of us that went, what? Lingard, West Ham, we don't want that fancy pandy, type of player. Hasn't he proved us all wrong? And now we're kind of thinking we can't do without him. Really, he's been excellent. Mike D, are West Ham where it's now at? I don't know. You tell me, Mike. Sean, love from Jamaica. You lucky guy. You're over it. I bet it's hot over there, isn't it, at this time of year? They are, Nippon. You're more than welcome here. Give us your views. So long as you're, sort of respectful, we welcome any fan. So welcome to you, Nippon, the Chelsea fan. What do you think? Do you want, there was talk about Declan. I know this isn't a Declan show. There was talk about Declan going to Chelsea, but I guess that's now gone. That Lampard has gone. Steve, we fall foul of Lingard playing too well. I don't actually think so. I think that's actually a really good thing because it proves to us that when we do sign him, we are signing a decent player. Not only is he doing it for West Ham United, he's doing it for England as well. And I think that's a good sign. I think that's fantastic. Man United are trying to play hardball. Honestly speaking, it's sensible on their part. It absolutely is. They want to get as much money for the player as they can. As an asset list, Lingard is soaring and Man United are cashing in. Absolutely. And most teams would do the same with their players. Nippon, Mount isn't going anywhere. Well, not yet, mate, but come the summertime, he's joining his mate at West Ham United, playing midfield with him. Serif 2, Kalispera Stel, Kalispera, mate. How are you? Nice of you to join. And that's it, really. These shows are going to be short, sweet, 10, 15-minute shows. They're not going to be too long. I'm coming back tonight watch the West Ham Weekly tonight. It looks like it's going to stay on a Monday night. So do join us for that as well. Give us your thoughts about Lingard. Moyes doesn't like flair players, but Lingard is as skillful as possible without ending up on Moyes' shit list. I like that. You're absolutely right. Moyes has got some, he's got it in for flair players, hasn't he? And but Lingard is the sort of player that he knows he can. He knows what the game is. And he's ironically he's not going to expect Lingard to actually do a lot of defending, is he? And he'll allow Lingard to get away with that. But that's a good point there. Adam, expect Lingard to stay top player. We get Europe. Why go back? He'll play all the time. Needs to be playing more. As for his age, he's not played as much as most players his age. Absolutely. And I think what's really done it for Lingard is he's gone. I'm back in the England setup, and I played well, and I was man of the match, and that's because I'm confident again. I've been playing for West Ham, and I've been showing everyone what I'm really capable of. So why go back to Man United and sit on the bench or not even get picked? He's back in the England lineup, and if it had stayed at Man United and not gone out on loan, he wouldn't have been back in the England lineup. And he even said himself, that he had to make a decision in January. What was he going to do? He had a number of offers, but he got, he spoke to Gareth Southgate, and Gareth Southgate said, stay in the Premier League. What a perfect combination. West Ham United. I mean, it's great that we've done really well. I mean, the good thing is we were doing really well even before Lingard got here, but he's elevated us, hasn't he? So absolutely, he's got to, he's thinking, he's going to stay with us. Does he? Hello, mate. Lingard has played a blinder. New deal with Man United or other big club or Gazumpas will be waving a hanky at the station. I think he will. I think he's going to stay with us. I don't think he's going to accept a new deal at Man United. I think he's going to say, why go back to Man U when I can stay at West Ham United and be the top dog? Mark Noon, hello, mate. Jesse is a must. When you think about the waste on player we've done in the last week. Really good point, Mark. Absolutely, really good point. We have spent a lot more money on much more expensive players, and Lingard comes along. He knows the Premier League. He's settled in at West Ham United. Why not pay 15 million plus add-ons and have a player that's ready-made? Absolutely, good, really good point. What would be the most you would pay? What would be the most I would pay? 15 million plus add-ons, I think. Toby, not today, Fo, had a bad asthma. Hope this morning. I hope you're all right there, Toby. I hope your asthma attack is faded, mate. Fo, I don't think Moyes has an issue with flair players. It's mainly a trust issue, whether a player can perform to the level Moyes wants consistently. Yeah, really good point. Toby, 30 million if he maintains his form to the end of the season. What about that's too much, mate, to be quite honest with you. I don't think it'll go as high as that. I think it'll go 20 maximum. Yuha, in future we will only buy Czech players and players named Lingard. Good point. Good point. Richard McKellar. Hello, mate. Need another West Ham player in the England squad? There's Declan, there's Lingard, and when we sign Mount, there'll be 3 West Ham players, and then we'll win something again, won't we? We'll only win something when 3 West Ham players are in the squad. Nippon, do you see Mark Noble as a future West Ham manager? No, not for a long, long, long time. He's going to have to cut his teeth elsewhere first. Maybe start in the youth squad, sort of help develop the youth players. He might have to go away and manage a lower league team and prove himself there before he comes back and manages West Ham. So it'll be a long time coming, to be honest with you. Jay, if we don't get into Europe, will Lingard stay? That's a really good question. I think Lingard will get us into Europe, which means he'll stay. That's what I really think. What else have we got? One more, and then time to go so I can prepare for my show for tonight. Adam, 20 million at tops because of his European experience. Absolutely. Fo, 15, 20 million. Nippon, I know a lot about West Ham since I was born not far from the area, the Boleyn ground. You should have become a West Ham fan then, mate. And Toby, defo, that's what he's worth. But if we did pay 30 million, I'd still be happy to get him at all costs. Yeah, good point. Okay, people, short and sweet. Thank you for joining in. Join me for the West Ham Weekly tonight. It looks like we're going to be maybe doing the live match watch along for the Poland game. And there's a special show coming up on Thursday, which we forgot to mention. So look out for that as well. I'm off this week, so I'm going to start looking at the hoodies, Fo. You paid me enough money, so I've got no choice. Join me tonight. I'm going to say 8 o'clock, but you know what I'm like, 8-ish. So thank you for joining. Thank you for getting involved in the conversation. One more. Why would Lingard commit himself for an extra 3 years to a club that don't rate him? He has the power to decide his future. I absolutely agree. He does have the power to decide his future. I think he'll play a massive role in actually wanting to come to West Ham. Thank you for joining. I'm going over my time limit, 16 minutes already. I'll be on tonight, West Ham Weekly. Join me for that, and then I'll tell you more about the other shows that are coming up. See you later.